Greetings, this is Trustone here. I'd like to showcase our community board on the Silent Void server. This is a PvP arena and it's a PvP maze. Now, the overall dimensions of this thing is about the same width and length that you would get from a gravity generator at its max. I'm uncertain, I think that's 150 meters, so it will be about 75 blocks in total, I believe, on either side. So from length and width around will be 75 by 75. Now this maze, it is my brainchild. The owners started a PvP arena before I started working with this project about over 3 months ago. I'm not clearly sure when they started with it. And all the way through the building of the base of their arena, the interest or the motivation to continue just sort of collapsed. And I sat down one day and I thought, why not make a maze? Because it will have less space and it will also have more functionality and challenge to the players. Now, this was built long before the hologram update. I started this long before that, and I have to say, working on this project alone took a hell lot of time. I'm actually glad that I have friends that are online at times to assist me with the construction with this thing, because I built this up until that second layer here above the door. I built this entire thing alone, and when I came to the roof I was offered help and I asked for help because this was a project that was too great for me to handle alone. Even though I was nearly done with it, I wouldn't have been done sooner than I wanted to. And well, we finished this earlier this morning, and I'm happy to say I'm very glad and very proud of this project, because it did bring the community together. Though it was just two players that helped me here. The contributors were Shinra, Tensei, and Mystic J. And I'm very glad and I'm very appreciative of their assistance. Now, these panels are a mod from UncleSte. I use them to conceal the pathways. The reason being is because I didn't want other players to see where you are in relation to them if they use a view like I'm doing now. Now, this is a spectator view. I didn't realize our server had it until I tried to record on F9 and found that the camera didn't want to move. Or I couldn't move, but the camera did, because it was static, and I kept moving and I didn't know where the hell I was. So, as you can see, this thing is 2 blocks high. It's mostly armor panels, heavy armor blocks and blast doors, mainly. And then you would see I've got some stairs and catwalks here. These are to serve as obstructions for the drone if it does come rolling here. I'm gonna make it a mobile drone with wheels. I don't want any thrusters damaging the blocks, so I'm gonna use wheels instead of thrusters. would add for that bit more of a challenge to get the remote control unit out, and since you need your antenna on to broadcast and use the drone, you would need to be visible. So this is where the armor panels come in. Now, it would block the view of other players while you are driving the drone. Now, don't think that you would be standing um, open and vulnerable. I've got chairs on most areas where it has a dead end for you to sit and recharge. Now, I know this maze is not that big. I can move through this thing without having to recharge once, but once you get playing with it and you start to hunt other people down, your energy is gonna start to deplete rapidly. And so I put those chairs down at strategic areas where you would still be open, but not as open. So people can still cover you from one side. So you are not left absolutely open and vulnerable and easy to shoot. Now that game mode is basically just for players of 2 and over. You can't of teams of 2, not teams of 1. But it would be difficult to control a drone if you are one person against another person, because you need to consider where you are and how you're going to position yourself, how easy it will be to find you, and how easy it will be to kill you, because you won't be able to move unless you move out of the drone. Then you need to get the drone again, and you need to shoot your opponent, and by the time you get to the drone, the opponent already has got to it. Now here you can see me sitting here, relaxed. And this is the middle of the maze. This is where the drone is gonna be parked. And this is where the hunter drone is gonna start off. You're gonna start off at the spawn areas, and then you're gonna move to the middle of the map. As you could see, that was relatively easy. I knew my way. And then you're gonna need to navigate the maze to get the drone back to your base. I still need to do a few things to finish off that, like putting in sensors and such. But with the programmable block out, I will be able to see if I can design something specifically for this maze alone. Well, that's all I wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna have a PvP match with Mystic J soon. That will be the opening match of this arena, so I'll be recording that. As you can see, this is a survival area. So it's not like it's been created in creative and I'm now playing it. This thing is in survival mode only. I think I should do something about this beacon though, because I can see it's like it's gonna give away the location of this entrance. Not that it matters, but still, I need to move it away from here. There are 2 spawn areas. One is blue, one is red. I plan to open him up, and then once we start getting busy, I'll work on expanding this arena to the top and adding more game types. Let's see, I put a red light there to mark the red spawn. And we are better already. Now, I'd like to thank you for watching this, and I'm really curious to see what type of comments I would be getting for this. I would not be putting this on the Steam Workshop, unfortunately. This design is unique to its own. While you can build your own, I would not like to post this, as this is actually something I made for the server and not something I made for me to use and publicly make available. Not to be selfish, I spent a lot of time on this thing, and I really would like it to be unique to the server alone. Which is amazing though, because I wouldn't have seen this thing finished in 2 months from now if I was still working on this thing alone, because my ship is somewhere out there. 45 k's away. And she's a big ship. I could see her from here a few updates ago. I can't now, but which actually kind of good, because I don't really want you guys to see what she looks like. I may put her up on Workshop if I feel like it, but she's also a personal project of mine. I've started once since I've been joined to the server almost 6 months ago. I joined here on the 6th of July, and then we moved to this world, and after mods got in and mod compatibility to the servers. Oh, it's been a fun, hellish ride. This is one of the most amazing games out there, and I don't know I don't care what anybody else has to say. Space Engineers has a lot to offer. It recently brought in programmable blocks. Now, I've actually longed to program for a long time, and C# is one of the things that really piqued my interest. So this game has given me a lot to consider and pursue, and it is unique. Heck, where in Minecraft can you fly in 360 degrees and go to anywhere you would want to be? So look at that. After the exploration mode has been sent in, this place is awesome. Well, lag is hellish, but that's to be expected from this much awesomeness. I wouldn't want to keep you guys out of your daily lives. I think I've wasted enough of your view time. Probably have other things to do.